Carried. And can I just move on to an item that's not on the agenda, and the fact that it's not on the agenda would require me to mention Standing Order 6.11, items of business not on the agenda which cannot be delayed. Under the standing order, the meeting may resolve to deal with an item that is not on the agenda, and I have to provide during the public part of the meeting the reason the item is not on the agenda and the reason why the discussion of the item cannot be delayed until a subsequent meeting. There is an ability for this report to be verbal when a written report is not practical. So the reason that I want Council to deal with this new item of business, so there's a two-stage process and it's up there on the board. One is to resolve to deal with the new item of business, Akaroa Community Health Centre funding request, and the second element of it is the resolution, which is to refer it to the Finance and Performance Committee of the whole and delegating decision-making authority in respect of the report. This is an item of business that has been to the Banks Peninsula Community Board, and it makes recommendations around a process to be followed in relation to the funding of the Akaroa Community Health Centre and a mechanism for a targeted rate, which requires to be, if it is agreed by the Akaroa community or by the hearings panel ultimately, or by referendum, whichever process is ultimately applied, then the only way to impose a targeted rate is to do so in the context of the annual plan. But this isn't an annual plan matter per se, because it is not part of the consultation document for the annual plan. It is solely about Akaroa and their decision. So rather than have this on the scheduled agenda item for the 12th of February, which is when we're considering the annual plan to go out for consultation, I'm very keen that we separate it from the annual plan process and create as much time as possible for an appropriate consultation and potentially a referendum as well. So what I want to do is to bring the item forward from the 12th of February Council annual plan meeting agenda onto the Finance and Performance Committee meeting agenda. It is it's the first of the committees of the whole, but it does enable the matter to get kicked off straight away, and I would certainly support that. So I would like to move that the Council resolve to deal with the new item of business, Akaroa Community Health Centre funding request at this meeting. Got a seconder for that? Andrew? I'll put that motion. All those in favour say aye. Aye. Those opposed say no. That's carried. And